Okay. Okay. Sorry, I was getting focused into writing. We are 236 we're at the very bottom of the page 236. So we're going into page 237. So I got about 6 pages done. So, yeah. Yeah, fun. Oh my goodness. Oh no. No, that's funny. Oh my god. Oh, anyways. Yeah, so let's switch over. We'll discuss some things. First and foremost, I started a new anime. Because a lot of the worry and everything like that, that people were like, "Oh no, well at least it was one of the good Fate, you know, ones," and I was like, "Oh, that kind of soured my mood on continuing through it." And I just randomly stumbled across this anime called Bofuri, Bofuri, Bofuri. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense, and it has genuinely been quite amusing. It is a classic VR MMO sort of setting, but it's actually like a proper functional game. It's much more like Shangri-La Frontier, where it's a proper video game. And the devs are like trying to nerf her, the main character, because she keeps maxing her defense stat. Like she doesn't put in anything else. The devs didn't like fathom an idea of somebody that wanted to walk as slow as a snail and can't use magics or anything like that. Just dumping all of it in defense and with a big old shield and everything. So she's nigh indestructible to the point that she actually gains reputation throughout the community, and the devs are like trying to like ninja nerf her, or well, not ninja. They're actually putting in patch notes like why they do these nerfs and everything, and they specifically cite Maple. Like she's literally cited multiple times in patch notes. Like Maple did it. But what's so funny is because like they're like, okay, she's almost indestructible. She can't take damage from anything because she keeps every time she levels up, she puts more points into fucking defense. But it's not that bad. And then she starts exploiting the system, not because she's min maxing. She's just enough of a noob that she fumbles into things, and then she thinks like, "Oh, that sounds like a really cool skill. I'll put it on my shield." And the developers are like, "Why would anybody put Devour on their shield? Who does that?" It turns out it's one of the most OP combos in existence. Because whenever somebody hits the shield, they instantly get devoured by the shield. Like, it's a one shot. And the devs were like, uh. Okay, that's getting nerfed to only 10 times a day. We're not going to take away your toys because, you figured out where something's broken, but with her defense stats being as high as they are, comboed with the shield, comboed with Devour, it actually makes Devour do a metric shit ton of damage if somebody hits the shield. And she's a total tank. She can't move or anything really fast. So she's just constantly, like, hitting things with the shield, and then they get sucked in. Including other players. So, like, okay, we're not going to take away your toys because you did that, but we're going to limit it to 10 times a day. Because she was in a Battle Royale, which was the first event of the MMO. She was in a Battle Royale, and she killed 2,800 players by them just hitting her shield. And that's how she got her reputation throughout, because everybody was watching the Battle Royale like, what the fuck? Like, who is she? She doesn't move. And she even gets attacked by multiple people, and they take a Morning Star and crack her upside the back of the head, and it doesn't do anything. And again, what I like about this is she accidentally, like, sequence breaks quests and things like that, and then she feels bad about it. She has a turtle that she gave the flying skill because she thought it would be cute. And everyone was expecting that she would have the flying skill. But no, she gave it to her pet turtle to fly, so now she flies around on a turtle. And this actually allows her to pick up NPCs, which they didn't expect. So she had an escort quest, and she told the NPC to sit on the turtle. And she flew to the destination, avoiding all of the combat. But the NPC was programmed thinking that they were going to be in combat. So the NPC would go like, oh, I'm hurt. I didn't think I was going to make it through that. But you protected me so well. And she's like, yeah, I protected you so well. It's... I enjoy when there's stuff like this. When there's obviously, like, the gamification is breaking down because they didn't expect somebody to be this goofy. Right? They didn't expect somebody to, like, not put any, like, points into attack or anything else. No, it's just, I'm pure defense. I am the immovable object. Or, well, she's not immovable. She gets thrown around, but it doesn't do any damage. She just gets ping-pong balled. And then she's just, like, maybe dizzy, but she's like, ugh. And they're like, how much damage does that do to you? None. I'm really dizzy right now, though. Oh. It's like the mirror of Shangri-La. Yeah, basically. Instead of being pure dodge, which is funny about him, because Sunroku, at least, he's a pro gamer, right? And he knows not to do that, but then he looks at his stats and he's like, oh my god, what did I do? I made myself a glass cannon build anyways. Because I can't wear any armor because the freaking dog pissed on me. Damn it, like a gun. Also, that's still one of my favorite parts of Shangri-La Frontier when they finally beat Lycagon, but it turns out it wasn't Lycagon, it was Lycagon's shadow clone. Like, the really, really weak baby version of Lycagon, because Lycagon is that fucking powerful. And then it just springs back up and is like, surprise, motherfucker! And everyone's looking at it confused. And then it eats him. Whoop! Surprise! Hang on, let's... What episode was that? Was it 15? Oh no, it was the end of 14. Okay. Hold on. Might as well give my freak boy design a proper send off because he thinks he's going to get. He thinks he's going to get it removed. He thinks he's like, yes, I'm finally going to get the curse removed. I can actually wear armor again. Right? And he's so happy. Look at him. He's so fucking happy. Look at this dork. He's so happy. Surprise! Hi! Anyways. Oh, I love stuff like this, where it's like unexpected hardships, right? And this is definitely, absolutely one of those unexpected hardships. Yeah, so anyways, back to the other one. Yeah, she's the polar opposite. Total defense. But because she's an immovable object, and she doesn't really have an attack, she starts doing weird things. She's like, well, I'm punching the Hydra, and it's not doing anything. I'll bite it. And she bites it, and it does a little chunk of damage. And the Hydra can't do anything back because now she's immune to poison, and she has so much defense, it literally can't do any damage. So she's just like biting the Hydra, just like ow, ah, 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 until it finally dies. And this leads her into a new discovery that if she eats things, she can gain their skills. So she's just like a walking disaster now. Or as they call her, the Flying Fortress, because of her turtle. Oh my god. Oh god. Anyways, chat. Yeah. I recommend it thus far. I'm on episode 11 now of Bo Fury. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. It's been pretty enjoyable thus far. It's not super like deep or anything, from what I've seen, but I enjoy the fact that like it's treated as an actual video game, and the developers are trying to fix what Maple's done to the point where they're even like, do we want to check in on what Maple's doing? Like, no, but we have to. And then they realized to their horror that one of the things that Maple could win in the second event was that there was a skill that she could have that would permanently buff her vitality by 50%. And they were absolutely like, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nerf that immediately before she even has a chance. But then she bought the flying skill instead. They're like, whew, whew. Whew, fuck. Whew, dodged a bullet on that one. We dodged a bullet there, baby. Okay, so let's get to where we were in it. Alright. Yeah, so here we are. We'll go from here. This is why you need to make point buy have scaling costs. She would not give a shit. Are you kidding me? See, she is literally all in on defense or bust. She will not, like, look at any other stat. She's such a fucking goober. Alright, here we go now. So we're going to go back a little bit on what we had. Okay. Okay, and then we'll go directly into Chapter 18, Escalations. Those talks would go on for at least half an hour, all while Alex sat with Victoria in the mess hall and got themselves a bowl of stew. It had been more of a chance for the pair to spend time with one another, even turning to watch some of the clouds formulating more solid forms. They even listened to some of the chatter amongst the townspeople who questioned what they had seen at the meeting and the idea of spirits being real. It was amusing for Alex to listen in on, for these people were slowly stumbling upon the world that he knew for truth. The moment passed far too quickly as a gunshot rang out from the rooftop. The call to arms was raised throughout the bunker, spreading from one person to another and catching the group exiting John's office as their own deliberations had ended. That message raced down the stairs on desperate breaths, crying out that death was coming near. Words reaching the ears of the two injured men in the morgue, who bid the children run along and hide, while the other called out in worry to his junior technician. They reached Alex's ears, who jumped up from the stew, only pausing for a moment as Victoria made it very clear she was coming with him. Terry had been having his own meal, and at the sound of the alarm he pulled his tool belt back on and raced out behind the man and woman that departed. On the staircase leading up, a dwarf, now wearing less of the armor save the helmet he had been, was doing his best to make haste, the shotgun rattling around on his back and protesting every step. All those who could fight or were curious crowded atop the bunker and looked out over the town in every direction. The shooter called out and pointed, drawing more guns and binoculars to look at his target, a thing now crawling on the ground and groaning, half its face missing and a leg bent at the wrong angle. Yet another call-out came from someone else, but this was superseded by the sound of gunfire resounding from the west. This is when Garrix joined everyone up on the rooftop, though it was getting exceedingly crowded, which was soon called out by the sheriff. "All right, people, if you aren't here to fight, get yourselves to cover. Protect your children." This snapped a few of the people out of their curious nature, and they started to shuffle down back into the bunker. Garrix then looked towards the sheriff, who gave a nod of his head. "Can you send up something to scout?" Garrix didn't give a word, but began to move his fingers and started weaving the spell work. Terry ran forward to the sheriff, eager to get his attention and waving a hand quickly for emphasis. "Sir, I have an idea. If they're coming this way, we could use the power lines against them." This made John raise a brow, but it was Alex who spoke up instead. "Elaborate. How can we use the power lines?" You remember those old PSAs about downed lines? If the big generator can keep the bunker supplied with power, we could take out a few of the phone poles and drop the lines on the ground. Anything that tries to cross it gets fried. John looked wide-eyed, but then nodded his head. "What do you need to make it happen?" Either some explosives to blow the poles or someone with nerves of steel and a sharp axe or chainsaw." This made John turn and start to think, trying to remember what all they still had on hand. Alex once more stepped in. There should still be some det cord taken in from the old mining days. Should be in the armory somewhere. Did we never get rid of that? John's expression was of dumbstruck annoyance. I told the county we turned it all over. Well, last I saw it, it was still there. When did you tell the county? 13 years ago when the mine closed. Then I got bad news for you, but great news for us. A new round of gunfire erupted nearby, this time close enough that they could see where it was coming from. A group of people carrying backpacks full of stuff they had scavenged were sprinting back towards the bunker, while a few were firing at twisted things chasing them. This was soon followed by a few shots on the top of the bunker, who had time to take careful aim and hit the creatures and drop them, sending a dog and a pair of shambling corpses to the ground. Derek, Andrew! The two men both made haste to get to the sheriff, who looked between the pair of them. Derek, is the barrier all set and done? Yeah, it's, good. Should be good to go. Excellent. Andrew, I want you to take Corey with you. Get to the armory and help our friend here from CLP. You got it, sir. Do either of them have explosive experience? Andrew didn't answer, but simply smiled before giving a thumbs up. Oops. Take old man Weaver with you. He was ordnance disposal. As the three men departed, Alex turned to face John and started to speak up once more, ensuring his voice could be heard clearly. We should set up a couple flares and turn on the emergency weather siren. People will know what it means if they aren't already rushing back to safety. John gave a nod of his head, but before either of them could do anything, Alex could smell something in the air and sniffed hard. Wait, that smell. John started to sniff, catching whiffs of it, before Alex licked his finger and raised it to feel accurately where the wind was coming from. The pair raced off to the southeastern side of the bunker, sniffing at the air a few more times. Do you smell that? The question meant for the sheriff was answered by one of the townspeople instead, who looked confused. You mean the smell of gunpowder and such? Yeah, I smell it too, Alex. It's got Alex to spin on his heel and call out towards Garrick's. Hey, send your scouts to the southeast! Southeast! His voice boomed out so loud that the other Wolverines started to gather near. Overhead, a strange bird turned and began flying out to the southeast. Flying out in the requested direction. Let's do that. While Alex looked around. Does anyone have any binoculars? More magnification, the better. A lot of the townspeople seemed confused or focused back on fighting the undead things starting to wander into the town. Only then did a wolf-blooded woman come running up and offered out her binoculars as she bowed her head. His continued commotion kept the other wolves near him as he started to scan out in the direction the wind came from. Alex, I have bad news. The Drakine's voice boomed out, but the man didn't need to hear the rest as binoculars caught the outline of the lumbering thing moving towards the town. I see it. Hilda and the others loomed closer, and the former reached out to take hold of binoculars. Meraxis, it is here. Demon. All the hairs stood up on the back of their necks as Garrix gave an acknowledged grunt and started to call the bird back. The smell of brimstone and sulfur was steadily becoming more potent as the monstrosity came closer to the town. From what they could discern, it was surrounded by a horde of moving shapes, likely undead, but with a demon, it very well could have pulled husks with it. Some of the nearby townspeople that overheard got nervous and were clearly looking over the group. The idea that demons were real was not something they wanted to deal with, and the hope was that someone else would be the first to call the bluff, but their hopes were dashed when the Drakine stepped forward. So we aren't fighting a necromancer. It's a warlock, then. Alex gave a nod of his head and then looked to address the group, his voice far louder. His voice was far louder than needed if secrecy was the goal. "Afraid so. Seems our mageling is in league with the hells and brought one of them here." Gathered people, some random townies, others wolf-bloods, Victoria, Garrix, and the Wolverine all turned to look at Alex. "We have no choice but to fight with everything we have. Thus the Shroud be damned. Wolf-bloods, you'll support us as best you can, but your priority is your own safety. Eric, you're coming with us. If you awaken inside the bunker, no one will be able to stop you, so stick with your wife." The words sounded strange and absurd, with those able to hear it and outside of the needed knowledge shared looks as if the world had finally lost the plot. They had no stable footing to place any of the words they heard beyond random noise, but what troubled them was the sheer number of people that seemed entirely understanding. "I understand, Alex. I won't leave Hilda's side." "Good. As for you, Garrix, we'll need to fight the demon. If the warlock shows themselves, we need you to handle them." The Draconian gave a nod of his head while he was already starting to weave new magics. "I shall indeed. I wish you good fortune in the fight to come. Until then, I will help the people here fight off the threat. May the aspects watch over us all." Thus the last words needed as the Wolverine raced down into the bunker, and Garrix scanned along the skies before he saw what he was most worried about. "Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to defend yourselves." There in the sky was the cloud of darkness, one made of bodies, thousands of birds and bats that had been reanimated, a thing of death descending from above to drown the bunker in horror, met now as two flares arced into the sky and the bunker's siren began to resound. Once used to warn of blizzards and potential whiteout conditions, or the great storms that raced down from the mountains, now put to purpose to announce the danger had come. Garrix pointed out the coming cloud, and some of those on the roof began to fire up into it, dropping a few from the rushing tide. There would be no way to stop them all with this method, and he was unsure if the Gravetender's charms would stop the roof from being overrun or not. Thus he began to channel the currents of fire within his body as he arced his fingers together and let his will shape the flame to come forth. He then extended out the fingers along his right hand and aimed them at the flock approaching before he cleared the last hurdle. Each step through the magical process had its own dangers, and one of the easiest traps was the release. Once you let loose the spell, if you had not cleared it through your body, or lost concentration, or had a moment of wavering will, it would backlash violently. In the case of fire, it was not uncommon for early mages to give themselves severe burns. Yet his fundamentals were so precise that he navigated it with no verbal command to set the pace, nor true thought beyond a direct order to incinerate. Thus the geyser of flame burst forth and doused the entire flock, sending a chilling smell of cooked meat and char into the air as the heat caused the air current to change. While incredibly effective at neutralizing this initial wave, even to the point they scattered and attempted to flee, it had an obvious consequence. Coming in from the western side of the town, surrounded by a fairly sizable horde of dead things now moving, was Cassandra, who took keen note of the flame spout. "This town has a fucking mage in it? You have to be kidding me! Ah, this stupid little pisshole. I can't wait to grind it beneath my heel." The sight enraged her sensibilities, and thus she sent the order through the horde of undead she had accumulated. To the north of the town was the amassed wealth of most of her efforts, including the hundreds she plundered from the graveyard right under its keeper's nose. Now that terrible horde, filled with additional bodies from the forests, mountains, and tundra surrounding the town, moved with purpose towards their goal. Point Crescent would forever be changed. And then that leads us into Chapter 18, Escalations. The cacophony of violence erupted throughout the town as the undead vanguard were already descending through the streets and facing resistance. Some of those townspeople that had taken it upon themselves to scavenge for extra supplies were now caught in the opening maelstrom. Terror and panic spread throughout as they attempted to flee back to the bunker for safety, yet not all would find their way. The birds and bats that had been trying to swarm the roof of the bunker now dispersed into a slashing, biting, and pecking chaos that targeted anyone they could in the town's streets. Jessica Bren got caught by a ravenous dog and torn apart, while her husband and son watched helplessly. Esmir Vatic was dragged down by a flock of birds while bringing back extra food. Adrian, Fred, Steve Anders, Steve Hood, Sarah, Jennifer, names that kept piling onto the tally before they could make it back to the safety of the bunker. The vanguard of this assault moved with a calm certainty, catching most off guard, rounding a corner right into the arms of a shambling dead, or being stalked by a skeletal wolf. Complacency, even if only minor in its affliction, was leading to deaths. Others were being dragged or carried into the safety of the bunker, reinforced when some of the birds attempted to fly in after them, but burst into ash as they crossed the salt barrier. This is when Corey, Andrew, Terry, and Jackson Weaver, the eldest of the Weaver family, came out to a scene of pure chaos. Many of the people running back for the bunker were wounded in various states, while others were pushing out to cover them or aid their escape. "Right. What's the plan, gentlemen?" Jackson was every bit the elder one would expect, yet he had ensured that his life long after retirement was not one of idleness. While his face was wizened with wrinkles and he had a slight hunch to his back, he still did his labors and kept himself active. He would always joke it was the military spirit within him keeping him strong. Well, if we take down 3 or 4 poles, we can drop the wires onto the ground. We should try and do it as a barrier for the largest threat. The southeast has the demon coming, but we shouldn't cut that off, because the sheriff and others are going to be fighting it. Andrew's words came out in a calm and matter-of-fact way that totally blindsided the rest of his current companions, each of them looking at the deputy long and hard before the old man spoke up. "Lad, what in the hells do you mean by a demon? And did you say Sheriff Brenner and some others are going to fight it?" Andrew blinked a few times as he bumbled headfirst into this quagmire, before he let out a nervous laugh and scratched the back of his head. Don't worry about that. We should close off the north or northwest sides instead." No. No. What was this about a demon? Are demons real? Corey Vander now grabbed the collar of his fellow deputy and glared hard into his eyes, waiting for the answer to his questions. Don't worry about it, Corey. The sheriff and the others will handle it." "The fuck you mean, don't worry about it? You can't just casually say there's a demon and then act like it's no big deal." "Well, it's a big deal, but we don't want to get in the way." Corey started shaking Andrew, but their current situation was dramatically interrupted by a scream nearby. This snapped all their attention and focus to a woman with a backpack that had been scavenging and was currently trying desperately to keep the rotting dog from biting her instead of the baseball bat she had. "Later on. First we got a job to do," the old man declared as he raised his trusty hunting rifle and hit the dog squarely in the eye, causing it to fumble away and flail as the motor functions in it were scrambled. This allowed the woman to beat a hasty retreat inside the sheriff's department, while the 4 men set out on their task. "Well, do you have any idea where we should—" Terry was starting to speak, but a sudden and loud call-out from the bunker roof drew their attention up. "North! Massive horde coming from the north!" It hadn't been an intended message for them, yet the timing had been incredibly beneficial, as the group all looked amongst themselves. North it is. On the roof of the bunker, Daryl Weaver was getting the mortar tubes turned as a different crew was starting to take down the heavy machine gun and move it over to the northern side. All the while, Garrix was snapping his fingers on both hands, darts of ice flying from them and impacting the various undead in the sky. This was the most efficient way to deal with them if they were spread out, and each time they gathered in a spot, he could cause an airburst. The decades of intense discipline training made such casting as simple as breathing, but even so, there was always the risk of backlash for a moment's lapse. Said lapse was starting to form to the west, as Garrix caught the fire being molded out of the corner of his eye, and thus would need to split his focus. "The mageling is to the west!" he cried out, and ceased his attacks on the flying undead as he began to roll his hands together and extend his it out. Extend it out to brace a shield for the impact. This would give the enemies in the air time to attack, but he had to ensure the warlock's strike would not land. A few of the townspeople took over the duty, drawing shotguns up to start peppering the birds and bats, tearing wings and dropping them from the sky. Yet there was nothing they could do when the swarm started to form together and come in with full force. At least, that is what they thought before Derek's voice boomed out over them all. And that's what we're up to now. That is the point we are up to now. Yeah. Woofda. Whew. So, yep, again, right, we're just carrying on directly from Chapter 17's ending, going into Chapter 18. Ugh. And again, I know it might seem kind of like, well, that's awfully convenient they have det cord, but again, the clues were there that they would have something, right? With the old abandoned mine and everything like that. So there's stuff for mining things. Yeah, turns out it was not his own military spirit, but a spirit of the military that's aiding him. And it just happens to look like his drill sergeant. Oh. Woofda. Yeah, Derek is about to unleash some holy magics, which is its own category. Divine magics are an actual thing, but it's one of the spokes, right? You have the 8 normal spheres. You have Dragon, which connects all of the spheres, including the sphere above, which is divine, and the sphere below, which is demonic. No, there is not. There's not. Remember, the Weavers were already mentioned earlier in the book when Sheriff John was telling him to, get the Weavers here. We're gonna fill them in on the situations, try to prevent a panic. Because the Weavers are a very military tradition family. Now, technically, he doesn't need to be here. Like, Jackson Weaver doesn't need to be here at all. Because Andrew knows how to do det cord. He knows how to do it because him and his father would mess around and play with det cord. So, he doesn't really need the thing. However, Jackson is going to teach them a trick about, like, the way det cord actually works and how you want to focus the stuff inwards. There are little plates that you can put on, and yes, those plates will become shrapnel, which is why you don't want to be near the det cord, but they will funnel the explosives inwards instead of outwards and up, right? So you do little like plates that are designed to break and shatter and things like that, but they just give enough for the pressure wave to hit them and go back inwards, forcing the explosive in. If you want to use det cord for cutting and not for just like detonating other things. Yeah, so they're gonna take down some of the telephone poles, drop the lines on the ground. The Warlock's gonna throw her first spell, which Garrix will counter, and then Garrix is gonna have to basically like 1v1, well, 1v30 her, because yeah, she has a lot of backup. Some of the townspeople are gonna try to help him, but you know, with the way mage fights work, it's one of those cases like it's appreciated, but be fucking careful. Because remember, he has to make sure that if she fires a spell off towards the bunker, he can intercept it. Otherwise, nobody else can intercept it. So he has to kind of keep himself between her and the bunker. And the townspeople can fire and everything like that, but he's got to constantly like be in the way so that she can't like quickly jump to the side and snap a spell up there. So it's one of those things like, yeah, you can fire at her and everything like that, and if there's enough distance, please do, but be fucking careful not to hit me. I'm the only one that can intercept the spells that she might be throwing your guys' way. Oh. Woofda. Yeah, so it's not so much magic must defeat magic. It's explained multiple times that, like, I'm doing the old trope, the old meme of World of Darkness, where anything can be killed if there are 5 dudes with shotguns in a place you didn't expect. And it's the same thing here. The mages can be killed easy peasy if they take a bullet to the head or something like that, right? But they have so much power and strength, and you don't want to guarantee, like there isn't a guarantee that mage won't have a shield spell up that will intercept it, and then they fire a spell back at you, and if you don't have a shield spell or something to intercept it in the way, well, it was nice knowing you. Oofta. Then you have, so basically the battle lines are going to be the Wolverine moved to the southeast to intercept the demon. The demon has the Misery Mother with it and multiple husks, which are basically like soul-damned people that it can drag from the hells with it. So that's that fight. Eventually, Eric, in the middle of the fight, will snap, and then it'll be Eric versus Hilda, because Hilda's the one that's going to have to try to keep him, like, from basically throwing a monkey wrench into everything else. But it was a good thing that they brought him, because obviously Eric was that close. It's only been a day, but it doesn't take, like, the awakening process can happen at any number of times. Once you are chosen, once you have the dreams, like, you're ready to pop at any point. Nobody knows for sure what will trigger it or how or when you will pop, but from that point on, you're basically like, okay, we need to watch him. We need to watch him. If he starts freaking out and gets really fucking angry and shit like that, we got bad news. And so that's going to happen. Again, a callback to the same thing happening in Chapter 8 when it was Johannes who popped. Ugh. Yeah, goodness sakes. So that fight will be going on. The townspeople will basically be taking on the horde that's coming from the north. They'll be using the mortars and the heavy machine gun and everything. So we're gonna have three main fights, like three areas of battle that will take place. Garrix versus Cassandra, the Wolverine versus the Demon, with a slight B plot there of Eric awakening, and then like Hilda has to deal with that, so she kind of like goes down a man, while the other Wolverine are all engaging the Demon. Then you have the townspeople of Point Crescent versus the undead horde that's barreling down on them from the north. And the way I have it now is Cassandra starts to get the upper hand in her fight and manages to knock Garrix off of his feet and everything. Like, it looks like it's, dire situation. Ogunthos, though, commands her to come help him, which he can do now because, remember, he forged her as a warlock. This is going to be her first time she realizes she doesn't actually have agency. So she gets dragged over towards fighting to help the Demon, even though now she's free to like throw spells at the bunker and everything. But hey, it's what happens when you forge a deal with the Hells. So she gets pulled away and fights. Eric and Hilda eventually rejoin the fight. Garrix manages to recompose himself and come to help. So that turns into like a big chaotic, like absolute clusterfuck in the southeast. This draws the attention of the townspeople to the southeast. Yeah, I think that'd be how like it all gets exposed, is the people like who were already looking south, and then the Wolfbloods obviously make up the majority of them because they're trying to like assist in any way they can. Derek, some of the townspeople, a kid wants to help with a slingshot he has. Derek instead commandeers it, and he gets an idea to like bless more salt and use that as like use the slingshot as basically to fling it. So, incoming holy bullets. Harcus is helping on the rooftop when Harcus finally spots the Demon and about flips his fucking shit. Yeah, I'm trying to think, because I want Harcus to basically make the sacrifice play. Not himself. He doesn't, like, Harcus isn't going to die, but I want him to make the sacrifice play where he willingly gives over the silver stake to help kill the Demon. So it's gonna Derek is basically going to have one of the Wolfbloods put it in the slingshot and then launch it over towards the Wolverine, because none of them have to worry about the silver stake doing anything. But now it'll be over there in play for them to use against the Demon. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. There you go. I was trying to think through how I want the play-by-play of the battle for Point Crescent to actually go. Oh, hang on. I saw something interesting here. Saw something interesting. Also, we'll get set for Ultimate Bug War, but I saw something interesting. Rise of Piracy. Perfect blend of action, adventure, and RTS. Begin your journey as a lowly captain of a small vessel. End as the commander of a threatening fleet. Rise to glory, how you see fit. Trade, fight, recruit, grow, pillage, ally, destroy, and conquer. I do like Age of Sail games, and this looks like... Is this a single-player game? Is it a multiplayer game? It's single player. Ooh. Add to wish list. It looks kind of like Mountain Blade, but with pirates. Which I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Are you fine with that? I'm fine with that. Hey, Hoodie Man. Welcome, welcome. Ugh. Okay. I am so bad. I need to find these secrets. Maybe let's run through basic training again real quick to look for the secrets.
Maggot. Basic training will transform you from a suck.
Let's look for the secrets now instead of doing the training. You know, that'll be our first one.
Reading me? God. So many choices. Oh, I don't know where to start.
Don't stress out about it too much. Yeah, not everyone can be as well prepared as I am.
Again, this is because I didn't know there were secrets the first time we played it. Oh, what's this? Bonk. Hang on, can we... Is there a goal nearby? That's the punishment lash. Secrets and sacraments. Anybody spy anything from the roof? Oh, wait till you see the actual missions. Like, they made it's much more like an open world game than a traditional boom shoot, which is really fucking nice. Unironically, it's really nice. I figure one of them's probably going to be in the capture the flag arena, right? Because it's such a big place with so many twists and turns. I feel like that's a safe bet. Aha! There's one. Extreme tag. Okay. I once again have enough ammo to clear out the RPD twice over. Good. Okay, the capture the flag area is not open yet. Like I said, I feel like that's absolutely where another one's going to be. You know? I feel like somewhere in the capture the flag arena is going to be what we want.
Trooper, let's assault class will assess your physical aptitude for field operations. Run, jump, and zipline your way to the finish.
Sir, yes, sir.
Congratulations, Private. This base hasn't seen a performance like that since I ran the class myself back in basic.
Woo!
Nice one, Sammy. You always were top of the class at phys ed.
Thanks, Eve, but I don't plan on doing much running.
Hoorah to that.
Okay.
Are you ready to be a lethal weapon?
Sir, yes, sir.
Then take your Marita from that bench, load it with ammo from the crate, and step up to the firing line. Outstanding work, Trooper. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
Wow. I didn't think Sergeant Flynn even knew how to smile.
Me either. You really killed it out there.
Well, helps now that we know what's expected of us, you know? That helps significantly.
Say hello to the tactical support system. You ready to give it a spin?
Sir, yes, I am, sir.
Okay. No, 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 go the other way. Don't come towards us. Ah!
Our pilots stand ready to back you up on the battlefield.
Sir, I'm grateful, sir.
I got your back, Sammy. Whatever the fleet can deliver, I'll send it your way.
You ready for glorified laser tag?
I was born ready.
Good luck, Sammy.
Travesties! Are you ready to engage in a real simulated combat experience? You will capture the red team's flag and return it to blue team's base.
Sir, yes, sir.
Ow! Okay, fine. I won't go that way anymore. I'm looking for secrets. Looking for secrets and sacraments. Back here. Oh, I see it!
Troopers, capture those flags!
I'm pretty sure I saw it.
Game over.
Ah! Fine.
I'll be keeping my eye on you!
Sammy, are you seeing this?
Goddamn bugs.
What's going on, guys?
War, Sammy. We're going to war!
Look at this. This is obviously sus. That is sus as fuck. Look at how sussy that Baka was. So we got one. We got one. But look at, did you see how sussy that door was? You see them sparkles and them shines? That's clearly secret number 2. that's 100% sus. Alright.
Listen up, trooper. This is the side of Zegama that civilians...
Command wants to arm the missile network, but they need the missile silos to be operational in order to do that. Plus, they need the dam that powers the defense grid to be secured.
That's easy. We'll do that, and then we'll be on our way.
Yeah, but keep an eye out, okay? I think something's off.
See? This entire thing, by the way, is at one level. That's what I mean by saying it's an open world more than a traditional boom shoot.
You like that?
Oh, let's see if they give me anything. Any other fun toys, weapons? Ooh, okay. I'll take that. Hell yeah.
Looks like we're losing the power plant. Troopers on site need every available body to push the bugs back.
I know what to do.
Where? Oh my god.
Get help!
Woo! Ah! Hey! All out war. Hell yeah.
Eat that bug. Days!
Hell yeah. Oh, it's a super weapon. Okay.
Aim for the nerves, damn.
Glad you're here.
Oh. Oh, okay, that's very disorienting looking through that scope. Holy shit. Please shoot those things. Please shoot them. Thank you.
They're coming from inside! Lock those doors down, Deeks!
Sir! Yes, sir! Lay down!
Oh shit, how do I get up there? Okay. Ow! Okay, ow!
We lost you.
Okay. Right up there. Okay, I see it now. Alright, I see the way to get up there. I missed it the first time. Really? It is a fake out? No. Why is that door glowing then? You know what I mean? Alright, just tell me, was the second one in the capture the flag arena or not? No, it's not. Oh my god, okay. Ah! Ah! That's not fair! Fucking mean-spirited little shits. Ow.
Heads up. Bugs are gathering in front of the plant.
Better hightail it over there before there are too many of them to handle. Come on, troopers!
Ah! Oh my god, I knew I was in trouble. I knew I was in trouble on that one. Yeah, now I know you assholes are waiting for me down here. I said that was mean-spirited the first time I came through. that was just being a dick.
Heads up. Bugs are gathering in front of the plant.
Better hightail it over there before there are too many of them to handle. Come on, troopers!
Ow!
I need ammo.
Come on, come on, come on. Come in the way. Gotcha. Hell yeah. I trust the old boomstick. Ow! Bastard bitch. Oh, well, I mean, that works. Ow!
In your mind.
Ow! Okay. Woo!
Secure. Nice work, Deets.
Just doing my part, Captain.
Carry on, Private.
Just doing my part, Captain. Okay.
Sammy, we should have troopers arriving on the monorail, but I'm not seeing any signs of them.
I'm in the area. I'll check on them.
Looks like you've got bug nests in the area. Start by clearing those out.
On it.
emergency release switch.
Hi, guys. Everybody good?
Oh God! Please! It's a trap!
Sammy, you've got a tidal wave of arachnids coming down on you.
No! We're all gonna die!
Load up, Trooper. We've got bugs to squash.
This place crawls!
Tiger! Woo!
Monorail secure.
I'm glad to hear it. We're gonna need every trooper we can get.
Oh my god! Oof! Okay. Oh! Oh no! Well, tragic. Alright, let's go. Any pulse? Ow. The fuck? I have gone on a magical journey around the map. Okay, how do I get inside? That's the question. I have a feeling it's going to be tanker bugs and tigers here.
Alright, so before you can prime the missiles, you're gonna have to run diagnostics. The control panel should be somewhere around there. You get all that?
You bet.
I got what it takes!
something's wrong. I think the locks might be stuck. Mind doing a little manual disengagement? We usually use a T-31 operational jackhammer, but you'll have to make do with something else.
The lock with a lot of force in the distance. Am I right?
I can't hit those guys. Not from the angle I'm at.
Missiles are good to go.
Okay, now keep them safe from the bugs. Just hit the controls to start the fueling process, and defend them until they go off.
Oh, down there. Whoops. Okay. Woo! Yeah, sure.
The missiles are fueled and ready to go. Use the control panel to confirm the launch.
Oh, fuck.
The only good bug is a dead bug.
Hey, wait, before we do that. I don't know, I felt like that was gonna lead us someplace, you know? Oh, I see a thing over there.
Firing now.
That was a close one. Those bugs are in for a nasty coming in to get you. The bugs made it up to the top of the dam.
Ready?
Yep. And if we don't do something about it, they're gonna flood the whole island.
You'll make me leave my mech behind. Sad. Sag! Bastards. What up, Ar?
Bugs are advancing from the ends of the dam, and I'm getting chatter about something big from command. Just hold the line.
Whack these dirty bugs!
Hey, it's
Above
Deets!
us, hoppers!
Hey, it's Deets!
Put him down for good!
Yeah, this is part 2 of the Zegama Beach campaign. We're at the military side of Zegama.
Up high, hopper!
Oh, bad. Very bad. Very, very bad. Nice! Oh, door gunner, hell yes. Easily one of my favorite call-ins. Oh, fuck, tiger, 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 tiger! Woo! Woo!
I'll be over.
Got him. Oh my god. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna go back and get the big 50. Oh, God!
Come in.
What's the sitch?
Command is ordering a general retreat. Keep the turbines operational. They need the defense grid active while we fall back.
Ugh, damn these bugs!
Just hold on.
Oh, my God! Oh, no! That's a very long, lingering thing.
Turbines operational. They need the defense grid active while we fall back.
Ugh, damn these bugs!
Just hold on.
Oh, my God! Oh, my God! I'm gonna have to use it quick.
They need the defense grid active while we fall back.
Ugh, damn these bugs!
Just hold on.
Ah! Run for my life! Alright, Tiger Bug's dead. No! Run!
Jeez, it's getting crowded out here. One at a time, bugs. There's more than enough of me to go around.
Don't let them have even one piece of you. I'm coming to get you. Hop on board.
Oh, you! There! Alright, time to go.
Glad you're safe.
Time to go.
The Federation doesn't lose. The Federation doesn't retreat.
Wait. Oh no. Hang on, Sammy.
Woofda! New bug mission available.
When you're planning your next vacation, why not plan to visit Zegama Beach? Thanks to the hard work of Federation citizens, Zegama Beach will soon be ready to welcome you back with open arms and reclaim its place as one of the most beautiful vacation destinations in the galaxy. All of Zegama Beach has been newly landscaped and is just waiting for you to build the vacation home of your dreams. You can even invest in a timeshare. Why not bring your friends? There's plenty of space for everyone. Buy your own slice of the pie and take a bite out of paradise, where the sun always shines and the sand sparkles like fine crystal. Zegama Beach. The only thing we're missing is you.
Zegama Beach, where the sun always shines.
We can never forget that we lost Zegma to the bugs. That's why we're here, to make sure that something like that never happens again. And we want to tell you, the player, We understand your grief and your pain.
If you're feeling lost or having unpatriotic thoughts, we're here to help. Federation-regulated antidepressants and performance enhancers will help you keep your head held high. And if
Yeah,
you're
because this is a video
citizen,
game. It's a propaganda
enjoy
game.
premier access to the Federation's healthcare options. And thanks for your service.
Just like I did. After I was injured at Zegma Beach, I got to recuperate in one of the Federation's amazing healing pods.
And how was that experience?
It was incredible. I spent the whole time having sweet dreams, and I woke up as good as new.
Yeah.
And what'd you dream about?
Revenge.
The best and brightest minds in the galaxy are hard at work to ensure the Federation remains on the cutting edge of technology. Our scientists are pioneers, equipping our brave troops with the very best in military equipment and
So,
pharmaceuticals.
what you got to
in their
remember
fight
is
to
this
defend
game
our great
is based
society.
on the movie
Would you
lore,
like to know more?
which is where they get into that whole like unpatriotic thoughts and things like that. It's like, fuck off. Use the simulator to learn as much as you can about the bug's approach to combat to ensure we never lose any of the outer rings again.
We at FedDev.
All right. So yeah, and this is if you hadn't seen it before, Rapar, this is when you play as the bugs. You get to play as their special assassin bug. Yep. And this thing is crazy because it actually, like, can morph and change between various forms. Oh, tigers. I got a tiger with me now. Assassin bug! Ah! Yep. I'm awakening all the sleeping hives and everything in the area. Yeah, basically. Unironically. That is, that's part of their, like, messaging. And, like, you as the player can investigate the capabilities of the assassin bug This is what must be stopped. Shit, look out!
Let's whack.
Ow. Bastard bitch. Ow. Ow, that's very rude of you. Ah! Let me do a little bug shaker in here and get a little bit of health back. Woohoo!
Come on, you want some?
You know what to do.
Not looking good for old Team Humanity, is it? Oh God, assassin! Whew. Oh, itchy ear. Oh, really bad itchy ear.
Zegama falls into vile bug pincers. Again! A tragedy we must never repeat. Until next time.
Until next time. A tragedy we must never repeat. Until next time. Wait, are you saying it's going to repeat again? What?
The destruction of Buenos Aires was an unprovoked act of bug aggression.
True.
The city is in ruins, with arachnids running rampant through the streets. Your mission is to sweep those streets clean and protect what remains of the city.
Alright, hang on, let's see. Bloody mess. Die in one hit. Good luck. Oh my God. Everyone will attack everyone regardless of what side they're on. That sounds fucking hilarious. Like, yeah! Get him! Alright, bloody mess is just fun. Extra gore. Can't go wrong with extra gore. Not in a Starship Troopers game.
What?
The comms right. Position and situation.
Wait on. It looks like it's just like Buenos Aires. What did the bugs do?
The situation is extremely hostile.
Dennis?
I'm gonna get us out of
On it.
That was my own fault on that one. That was silly of me. Whoa! Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like there should be something over here. Yeah. Shame it's not a secret. You know. Beggars can't be choosers. Oh, hell yeah. I love my shotgun.
Glad you're here, Deets.
Down!
Ooh.
Yanis! No time! Moving up! You're breaking up!
Everywhere!
Ah.
I'm on my way!
Get to the other side. Better position. Get up until air support.
Piece of cake. I've done it a million times before. Hold on, Yanis! I'm coming!
Do any pork, Deets? Clear my line of fire. Penis in my mind. Eat leg.
Air support is incoming. Stay alert for a bomb.
Oh my god!
Go, go, go!
Breach squad, be advised you are bug-free. Bridge secure. We are returning to base.
Roger, Mirage. Thanks for the assist. Bridge is shut. We're good. No more bugs getting into the city that way. Ors? Hold on, Yanis.
Look, here's another one of these doors. Yeah, another one of those. Okay, so I guess that's just the way the doors look at times.
Not good. Too many bugs out here.
It's okay. I know what to do.
Some kind of distraction?
Maybe I can get to the stadium speakers. A loud sound might be enough to draw them in.
Sounds like a plan. Do it.
On it.
Oh my god. Maybe. Whoa!
Hopper incoming! Like that?
Hear that, Oars? Come on, Bugs! Come and get it! Finally, you're making sense. Can't wait to stomp whatever that is.
Ah! Fuck you! Oh, damn. Game time. Oh, God. I wonder, hang on, I wonder if... Hey, I crushed the bugs! Oh my god!
They're all gone, Oars. You okay? Good to hear. Yanis?
Higher than a kite. Yeah, it's clear none of this is happening, right? Our D tier is higher than a fucking kite. What? Really? Kidding me? Some bullshit. Bug nest squashed. I'm hot. What you got for me? Door gunner is always fun.
Gotta reload!
Lors, where are you?
Injured! Arm!
Someone's injured?
Yes, sir! Nuke those nests, troopers!
I'm coming, Yanis.
I'm doing my part.
I don't have such charges. Okay. No! Okay. I don't think I have another thing, so we're gonna have to find a satchel charge somewhere. I'll see. I'll see what it says. Yep, that's what I thought. Gotta find another satchel somewhere. Guess let's check up there at that statue. Woofda.
I'll be damned if it isn't deep.
Found it! Oh, they gave me another mech over there. Thank her.
Requesting all able-bodied troopers report to the metro station. We need help. Bugs are converging on the station. Please respond.
Coming!
Do whatever you have to.
I will! I'm heading to the station, and then I
can't wait. Please hurry.
just wait for me in the tunnels. I'll be there.
Don't stand a chance.
Bugs are gonna regret picking a fight with me.
I don't know what that bling was. Maybe citizenship level ranking up. Oh. Hello. There's a bunch more here. You're going down, Bugley. Ha ha ha!
You looking for a whipping?
Oh, bummer. Ow.
You want some? Yanis? Hey, have to get out. Yeah, I know. It's time to go. That doesn't sound good.
No secrets. Alright, I'm gonna make myself some food. I am very hungry.
The enemies of the Federation are numerous, and their dreams of a humanity that is broken, shattered, and defenseless could still come true. We need you, Trooper, to fight for the Federation with everything you've got. You'll need to be a true hero to survive this one. This is as real as it gets.
please.
Who are you? Where are we?
Is she coming out of it?
Ors! Can you hear me? name?
It's not a room. Destroy the X.
Someone's not happy. Too bad. destruction? Check.
I'm really glad she's doing so much better.
Nice to hear from you too, Wars.
You've done a great job.
Come out wherever you are.
Oh, I'm muted. Damn. Hi, welcome back. I kill bugs good. Hey, where's my flamethrower? Where'd it go? Like that's not correct.
Name and rank now!
Private Dietz, ma'am.
Private Dietz, take these charges and set them on the bridge. Stop those bugs before they set foot on the other side.
Yes, ma'am.
Exterminate them all!
Ah! Ow.
Charges are all set, ma'am.
There's no time! Get back here and blow it to hell!
Sounds like trouble.
Oh God, it's here!
Oh, damn it. Alright, hold on a second. Have some snack real quick. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh, no. Yep, nice fuel up snack. Alright. Dang it. It's in the holes. There we go. Much better.
Sammy, hang in there.
Oh, God. Ah, get away from it! You bastard! Right as it came in. Oh my God! Yeah, I am not a fan of this fight at all. This is just like pure chaos, the fight. Especially because you do so little damage to the commando troopers. The commandeered troopers. Oh my god! Oh, that's dead. Oh! I was hoping I was outside of the range of it. So I mean, this is just this is not a fun fight, to say the least. That didn't kill all of them? You're kidding me. Oh my god, get out of the way! No! Fuck's sakes! Yeah, this is a very, very not fun fight. You know, I'm just gonna say fuck that thing. No! Thank you! Fuck's sakes! Oh! Give me that! Damn it! Fuck you! What? This is really, really making me want to stop playing. This is really, really making me want to stop playing. Holy shit, what an awful fight. Yeah, airspace blocked. A thing that's never happened before. What a god-awful fight this is. Oh, there we go. And we got bad RNG up the bat, too. Yeah, there's a hole in the fucking arena as well, which we found. Good God. Fuck you. Oh my God. There's another phase. Of course there's another fucking phase. With a fucking tiger bug. Oh, door gunner won't work here, will it? Hold on. Let's try it. That's what I thought. Ah! Oh, thank God. Oh.
Am I done?
I think she's waking up. Is she gonna be okay? Sammy? Sammy!
Oh. Oh, you motherfucker. I thought it crashed. Oh, I thought it crashed. Oh, that would have been what did it for me if it did.
Hey, gamer. It's me. Otto Spear. You probably recognize me from my films, or my martial arts and wellness instructional videos. When FedDev reached out about Ultimate Bug War, I didn't just say I'd do it for free.
Yeah, I would have crashed out if
I
it actually crashed.
When can we start? My passion may be art, but that won't protect me from an arachnid. That's why I became a citizen and dedicated my life not just to making art, but to making art that means something.
So this is also the problem with following
So why
only the
not
movies
follow
lore.
in my footsteps?
Is you don't need
Who
to
knows?
enlist to be a
Maybe
citizen.
I'll need a co-star for my next movie.
Would you like to know more?
Oh, nice shot, Major.
Thank you, General. Feels like I'm really there.
Well, it is the most realistic depiction of war that's ever been made. But before we go any further, let's take a moment to give a shout out to our sponsors.
This stream is brought to you by the Games in Theory division. Do your best to get a high score and earn special perks and basic training.
And now, back to the game. What can we expect in the next level?
Well, this level covers my mission to Planet P, which actually remains classified.
Sometimes, for the good of the Federation and all of its citizens, certain missions stay classified.
All that I'm clear to say is that my mission to Planet P involved the best of the Federation.
But we couldn't just end the game here. After all, you made it this far. We salute you for your excellence on the gaming field.
So, for the very first time, we're going to show you a citizen-safe and Federation-approved version of that very mission.
Names, faces, and mission details have been changed so that you can have the best gaming experience possible.
We hope you'll enjoy this final chapter of Ultimate Bug War.
And that you've learned something valuable by vividly reliving the experiences of a Federation hero.
Player! If you're already a citizen, we thank you for your service. But if you're not, just remember, Ultimate Bug War may be your ticket to fast-track citizenship. Ultimate Bug War won't just show you what it's like to be out there in the battlefield. It'll make sure you have the quick thinking and even quicker reflexes it takes to survive as a soldier in a way you can track. Die less, score more. If you get a high score, you'll be hearing from a Federation officer with a special recruitment offer just for you.
Would you like to know more?
We know the bugs are smart. We know they're organized. We know they can fight. And we know how to hurt them. We have units on Planet P extracting valuable resources and laying the foundations for an assault. You'll be moving through their positions, ensuring human supremacy. Unlike those going after the brain bug, you have no capture orders. Kill everything that has more than 2 legs.
Okay. Oh, there's another one after this. Okay. Alright, chat. Well, that's where I'm going to have to leave you for now. Oh, again, that brain bug fight took it out of me for sure. Oh. Oh, yeah, no. Like, the movie's great, but again, they're trying to extrapolate off of the movie thing, and they're trying to make it more, like, unreasonable. You know what I mean? It's the whole thing of, like, no, everything in the Federation, including in the movie, is entirely reasonable. That's the thing that they don't really like, is that, no, that's entirely, everything's perfectly reasonable in that movie. Yeah. Alright, chat. In the meantime, hopefully you guys take care. Have a fantastic day. Stay safe and healthy. Get fit, get ripped. And I will see ya back here tomorrow. Also, Everwind is apparently out in early access, so we can play that. I do want to play some Starship Troopers Extermination again, because that's such a fun fucking game. I don't know. Chat, I just don't know. I need to get some proper food. Because crackers and some Nutty Buddy is not a proper meal. Yeah. Remember, chat, Saturday, Zootopia. Next Saturday, Zootopia 2. So yeah. Bye-bye for now.